Hi, this is Johnny Burgin with the Chicago Blues Network. I've been really enjoying my Zoom classes, weekly get-togethers with students at the Chicago Blues Network. And lots of interesting things have come up that I didn't realize people might need to know. And one of those was, one of my students said in this class, "I've got all these knobs and I have no idea what they do." And I'm like, I guess so, because they've got their hands full learning about kind of the songs that we're talking about and what to do with your left hand and all that. But this video is all about kind of the hardware. What do your knobs do, pickups, tone on your amplifier, and all that, because you may not have thought about it that much. So I'm gonna just sort of go through this guitar, and later on, once I get my hands on a Strat, then I will do the same with the Strat, because it's a little bit different, but a lot of the principles are the same. So these two knobs here for a 335 style guitar are your volume knobs. They're closer to your right hand because you're going to use those more. These two down here are the tone knobs. And this is a pickup selector switch. These are your pickups. These are magnets. And these are larger pickups called humbuckers. They have a bigger sound because it's like 2 bars, and it's called a humbucker because the poles are like, there's 2 different ones and the poles are reversed and it cancels the hum. And it also has a more powerful magnet. I mean, 2 of them, it's twice as powerful as a single coil pickup, which you've seen those. Those look like a little bar with 6 poles in them. And if you remove these covers, you would see those. But you'd see 2 of them because it's a humbucker. So anyway, these are louder style pickups. Okay. Now, when you have this up all the way, your pickup selector switch, that's using this pickup. When you have it in the middle, that's using a combination of these 2 pickups. And when you have it all the way down towards the floor, that's using this pickup. So this is a neck pickup, that's a bridge pickup. And I'm going to start with the neck pickup, and I'm going to play an E chord. Everything. Now, because we're on this pickup, here's your volume for that. Got it up all the way. And this is a tone for that. So now this is up all the way. Now, when this is at 0, then this is the bassiest way it can be. Big difference, huh? Big difference. Let's put it around the middle now. It's a little brighter, right? And now here it is all the way. So, let's try the bottom pickup now, the bridge. It's like completely the opposite because of where it's placed, that's all. This is getting the sound from right here, this is getting the sound from right here, and if you notice, your strings are tighter here. You can feel a tension here because it's getting to where it's resting on this bridge, okay? And look at the difference of just, I'm going to put it back where it was here. Look at the difference picking here versus picking here. Here's the difference there. I'll turn the treble all the way up. So imagine a pickup there where that's where it's getting the sound. Now let's try it. It really sticks out, doesn't it? That's more mellow, right? Picking here versus picking here. Whoops. Whoa, that's like really sticking out. It's like that song Rumble. So now this is the tone knob for this pickup. So here it is all the way treble. Here it is all the way bass. Actually, I like that. Now this is a mix. This is using both. And your volume determines like whether it's 50-50 if they're both all the way up, or if it's like 80-20 or whatever. So I can, this is just a little more complicated, but I like the sound of that, you know. I tried to play the same lick each time. So I like the middle position, and you can actually experiment at that point. You could take, okay, I'm going to put the middle position with these volumes all the way up, and I'm going to put all the bass. I'm going to make this pickup all bass. Big difference. That's a mellow sound, huh? And now, let's change it around and make this one all bass. I like that too. Let's put them both in the middle, see how that goes. So that's how that works. And there's a lot of tone that comes out of picking, whether you're in see, I did the same phrase first here and then here. Now let's talk a bit about the amp.
Well, one thing, Johnny, the
Yeah.
bar on your guitar,
Yeah, some of you might have this, probably not, but all that does is lower this. But most of you guys probably don't have that. This is a Vibro Arm. You might have something similar to that on a Strat, which works differently. It doesn't lift this up and down. It works from springs that are in the back of the guitar, and it has a boingy, springy sound, like doo. But anyway, let's look at the amp. I've got this pretty low, and I've got the tones all the way down, but those make a big difference. This only has treble and bass, not a treble, mid, and bass. Let's turn the treble all the way up. This is basically a selective volume knob. It's taking those frequencies and making them louder. Massive difference versus this. Right? Here's them both all the way up. That's like too much, really. Oh, I turned the reverb all the way up, that's why. So here's the bass all the way up. Bass on 4, and treble on 4. Some of you might have an amp with, the reason this says vibrato is because this has a vibrato here, which is in effect. But this one doesn't work on this amp. So let's try it on the normal. This is a lower channel, but which actually means the tubes are working harder. Sometimes you really like a bassier sound for so I got the bass up, treble down, and I'm going to put some treble. Right now I've got this pickup, but I got the treble of it on. It's a little too loud. And here it is with the treble all the way off. This is pretty much as bassy as I can make this. Unless I put this all the way up. I can't get any bassier than this. I've got this pickup with the treble rolled all the way back. Now I'll bring the treble all the way up. Keep these at like 0 and see how that goes. That sounds pretty good. So this is, you have to really, spend some time with it. But at least there's a big difference between this pickup and this pickup. And the blend is kind of something to experiment with. But this is a good way to sort of get bassier right away and step backwards right away. Maybe give somebody else a chance to sing or play a solo, and you can play chords. Sounds really good with the flex of your thumb versus a pick. solo. Let's go down to the other pickup and try that. You know, that stuck out when I wanted to stick out. I went backwards when I wanted to go backwards. Or, you know, I gave away some ground. You know, I chose to do that to highlight somebody else, something else. So that is a short explanation of what do your knobs do on your guitar. One last little thing. I noticed this was like real scratchy. Still here, it's a little scratchy. Got this cool deoxic. This is a contact cleaner. Okay. Just gonna get down in there. It's not gonna hurt the wood. You can just dry it off. You can take this off or not. And it's gonna get down in there and it's gonna reach like underneath here to where the electronics are, the potentiometer. Now I'm just sort of working that contact cleaner on there. And that's something you can do if you have dirty pots, right? If you hear that scratching, it gets rid of it. So there you have it. Last one is reverb, I guess. This reverb on this amp's not so great. But that's something you just use as you choose. And some of the digital reverbs are a little better than some of these reverbs. But anyway, have fun with this little lesson.